Hello, friends, and welcome back to my Carthage campaign for Total War Rome 2. I am, as always, Ahdohgahlius Magnus. We are nearing the end of our little foray into this settlement. We are using our elephants. We are beating them down, and they are just about finished. You can see I had a bit of a problem with my... Oh my god, okay, thank you, Captain Obvious. With Numidians, they got kind of stuck in this area and wouldn't pull out. They would not respond. And we've lost some mercenary Gallic warriors. Oh, and we've won. Okay. Close victory, but we took the settlements. We actually didn't lose that many men. Fewer than I thought. Their ballista did cause me a bit of trouble, but I was able to destroy their ballista with my ballista. And so, yeah, we have captured Lupfurdum. Is that right? Lupfurdum? Whatever. Anyway, so we have another settlement. And, yeah, my noble fighters were pretty badass. My cavalry didn't do quite as well. They got stuck on some spears, and I had to pull them out. I was hoping to use them to attack their ballista, but they had the ballista guarded with spears, so instead I improvised and used my ballista to destroy their ballista, and we captured the settlement. So lovely, wonderful, amazing. Well, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't that great of a victory, but we did what we did. We were victorious. Hannibal's like 4,000 years old. He's still winning battles. Still sitting atop his elephant. Top is Packy Dime. So we've yeah, don't really know what to talk about here besides repeating myself. So the Suevi have been ground into dust again. Now we shall loot. Yeah, let's loot it. That's 6,000, almost 7,000 coin. Yeah. Ooh, that looks like a dirty way to die. Probably wouldn't feel much though. Ooh, Imperium. Yay. Alright, so we have more Imperium now. Lupfurdum. Let's do that. This is a what? Nope. And, nope. And, nope. And, maybe? No, too high tier, so. Okay, so we've got that done. Wonderful. And, let's see. Other armies, you're fine where you are. Fists of Hamilcar, we're sending you back to Berdorgus, or whatever the fuck this place is called. Got this fool doing some shit to us. We'll have to figure that out. Walls of Birsa, you're down here. You fools are down in a kink, still chilling out. Alright, time to spend some money. Suabia? Not so much. Cilicia, fine. You're fine. You're fine. You fine. Okay, this is what's... It's pretty decent already the way it is. I think I'm going to leave that for now. Public order is okay, but... Yeah. Ricania, okay, good. It's negative public order. We will get more public order though, so I'm not too concerned with that. I'm going to wait. This is good. Pannonia, we missed you. Okay, Sardinia, okay. Cisalpina. Or Cisalpina. Drawn. Order here is not wonderful. Yeah, that's not going to be very good. How much food we have? Okay. Should be okay. Should be okay, hopefully. But I will need to do something with public order here. I don't know why that's so damn low. It's ridiculous. Magna Graecia. You are fine. You fine. Italia. We're making lots of money in Italia. Could give you more public order. But I won't. Carthage. I have more money than I know what to do with just because of public order problems. Otherwise I would be upgrading everything, but... Ah, I can use it. Oh, sweet! Carthage. I could use it there. Could use it in Italia. Or Magna Graecia, perhaps. Right? Yeah, Nordica. I will use it here. So I'm a little bit concerned about your public order. So let's do that. And now let us end it turn. Alright. So the Suebi have been pushed back even farther. Egypt, you are a pain in my Carthaginian behind. Yeah, so a few episodes ago I was talking about why I believe Alexander the Great is the greatest military commander of all time. And some people may not like that I make that claim. Who's certainly the greatest military commander of the ancient world. Talking about Genghis Khan, or Genghis Khan, or Genghis Khan. Again, I believe that cavalry tactics are somewhat less complicated when compared to a mixed force, which is what the Macedonians had. So even though, and also Alexander the Great had a much shorter period of time to conquer the territory that he conquered, given that he only lived to be 32. Now, as far as Hannibal is concerned, there's no doubt that Hannibal was a master tactician. He was great at springing ambushes and setting ambushes. But as far as a master strategist, and again, we've ended that turn there, so I'll have to get back to this later. I feel like he has some things that are lacking, and I hopefully will be able to address that in this episode or in the next episode if I remember. Okay, good. Construction report. Yeah, lots of stuff. Wonderful. Cappadocia versus Rhodos. I don't care. Don't care. Okay. That is helping public order. Jezebel. This movie. He ran away. He pissed off. Okay, well, where do they go? Hidden agent exposed. Where's this? Dotos. I don't care. Hidden agent exposed. Ahdohgahlius. Let us get you over here and kill Ahdohgahlius. Could we instead manipulate him? Show him some leg, baby. You're like 75 years old. Yeah, of course you would fail because you're 75 years old. Okay, well, whatever. You could serve Carthage by killing this damn fool. Poison. Damn it. Okay, well, whatever. Judge's will. You're fine. You fine. We could send you over here to destroy this idiot, but we can't reach him. And he's causing more trouble for the Arverni, or the Gallic Confederation, than anything, so I don't really care. Could send you northward to Rotten. Rotten? Damn, you rotten. Okay. Public order is not so wonderful here. Not have control of that entire settlement, although we could do that. Okay, let's do that. Okay. You are which army? Lines of Tanit, you're down here. Lines of the 104. Walls of Birsa, you're over there, and you're here. Okay. Probably not going to do much for the next couple of turns with my military, just because winter is coming, and also because I need to concern myself with some public order problems. So, Swabia. Alright, what can we do here? Boom. And a boom. And a boom. And a boom. And a boom for now. Okay. You're fine. You're fine. You fine. Public order. This is great here. Really wish I could get some more food, but whatever. I have 181 food. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. Could make even more money. But I will... It's only -4 public order. Let's do that. Okay. This public order here is really good. Wow. Crap. That's nice. Well, let's do that. Urkinia. Public order is 0. Makes absolutely no goddamn sense. It will be turning around here, however, I believe. Right? Yeah, it will. It will. I believe it will. Possibly. Well, I'm going to wait one more. 4. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Ebera, you're fine the way you are. You're good. You good. You good. Actually, I could probably lower taxes faction-wide, can't I? How do I do that? I can't remember how to do that. Records, stats? No. Records? No. Summary? No. No. Where the fudge do I get? Huh. Here? Ah, here. Okay. The tax level I can go down. Public order. That should raise public order, right? I don't really need that much money. I have plenty of income. 3, 5, 12. Okay, no. No taxes. What would that be? Minimal? How about low? Okay, that's better. I like that. We have lots of money, so I'm not too concerned. I like that for now. It should lower some public order problems. Relieve some public order problems. Italia. Okay, here. Okay. Nice. Public order is in 16. We'll be dropping, so I'm going to wait. Africa. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the turn. I don't really have anything else to do. I can't really do anything diplomatically, can I? Puli, you love me, but you cannot trade. Demnoni, I don't care. Sini, you hate me. Either you basically love me or hate me. Seleucids, you do neither. Stupid bastards. I'm gonna fucking send a bunch of shit over there and burn your ass or something. I don't know. Make it smell bad. If I go there with shit, it will smell bad. Okay. The reason why I believe that Hannibal is probably second or possibly third rate commander. Now, that does not mean he's terrible. It means he's just, as far as ranking goes, probably either second or third, depending on where you put Genghis Khan. For me, Hannibal is a Genghis Khan is a somewhat close second to Alexander the Great. Hannibal is a somewhat more distant third. Because, I mean, even though he is, obviously, he was a great tactician, master tactician, he really had no real grand plan for defeating Rome. He believed that he could make Rome capitulate, and he underestimated the Romans, first of all. My understanding of the situation is that he really had no plans to actually capture and destroy Rome. He wanted to sign an unequal treaty with the Romans, similar to the unequal treaties that the Romans had signed with Carthage after the end of the First Punic War. So, after defeating the Romans in the field of battle, time and time again, he really had no way and no plan to actually force the Romans to capitulate. And as you know, later on, Scipio Africanus landed in North Africa and fought him at Zama and defeated him. And I will discuss that in a minute as I continue on my way here. And we've got so damn much money. Why are you fighting the Trevor? God damn it. Oh god, I don't want to fight it. This is Floozy. Excuse me as I move my headset here. Floozy. Well, no, we're going to send you to Pool. I like that, but I'm going to send you to Pool. Okay, whatever. All right, moving along here. I'm going to actually do elephants first, and then this. Elephant training will also give me a weaponsmith colony, whatever. Okay, Jezebel. Go over here and kill these damn fools. Go ahead. Kill some. Yes, my lord. I like the way you talk, baby. Yeah. Okay. Interesting night tonight on the MRT. I had a first. I shit you. Oh, god damn it. I shit you not. The man standing next to me, the local man standing next to me on the MRT. This is my first time. I can't. Please do not misunderstand. This is the first time this has ever happened in my over 10 years here. But the local man on the MRT who was standing next to me, sound and everything on his cell phone, was watching a Japanese adult video for a good 6 or 7 minutes before he got off the train. As I got on and stood next to him, and relatively full train as well. Of course, people here just basically ignore things that are inconvenient for them. I have learned to do so myself, just as a survival tactic, but how you ignore a Japanese, adult video star screeching on the top of her lungs, it was pretty interesting. Again, the first time it's ever happened, at least in my experience, where I've seen that, or had that happen near me, but it was very interesting. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about at all. That just came into my mind as I was discussing her talking so dirty. Yes. Okay, so Carthaginiensis, you're doing fine, making lots of money, which makes me happy. Magna Graecia. Public order is suddenly getting better, although Suabia is still falling. Okay, Silesia, you're turning around here. Germania, you're doing okay. I just want to make sure that I have all of my I's dotted and T's crossed and lowercase J's. Anyway, I believe it's from Wayne's World 2. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so I guess we could do this. What would that do? You have 2 food. How's your food doing? Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's. That doesn't give me any public order though, but whatever. It's more money. I like money, so if only money could buy me public order. Africa. There was another settlement I saw that had here, Korea. Korea. Okay. This would public order here is +10. Grecia, you're doing okay. Italia, you're doing okay, and Carthaginiensis. Basically, that's all I'm going to do this turn. So let's end turn. Yeah. So back to Hannibal. Of course, he lost at Zama, and that he was defeated does not make him necessarily a terrible commander. I mean, Julius Caesar was defeated several times, suffered some rather terrible defeats. He was still one of the greatest probably the greatest Roman commander of all time. Although I would not consider him in my top 3, as far as commanders all time or commanders in the ancient world. And why that is, I'll discuss later. But and of course Napoleon, a great commander, obviously, but still lost. Still had his Waterloo. Still made enormous strategic mistakes in invading Russia, and then retreating, suffering enormous losses. What is this? Defensive alliance. Nartes. I have a lot of money, but I don't want to give you all of that money. Payments. I could give you 2,000. Okay. Where was I? Yeah. So winning and losing does not necessarily disqualify you from my list. Although, of course, Alexander the Great never lost a battle. He was injured in one of his final battles in India, nearly died, but he did not lose the battle. I never have enough time because of stupid interruptions. Yeah, okay. Basically, my reasoning for Hannibal's not being in my top 2 is because he really had no strategic method or strategic way for dealing with the Romans, even though he defeated them on the field multiple times and defeated them quite handily. I ought add, but also because of the way he lost at Zama, it kind of proves, at least in my mind, that if Hannibal were not in a situation where he could dictate. Wow, are they basically all destroyed? The Suebi have very little left. What is this? The Suebi? That's the Gitai. The Suebi have no land left. Well, that's lovely. Wow, good work, friends. Now I'm going to be fighting other fools, I'm certain. Gallic Confederation, you're fighting the Treveri, who now hate me, I'm sure. They're not happy with me. That's me. That's you, gents. You like me, but you're fighting someone that I don't hate. I could go over. I don't have any really way to go to Britain. Damn it. I have to think about what I'm going to do next. Anyway, what I'm going to do next is continue talking about Hannibal. What Zama shows me anyway, is that if he were not in complete control of the situation, not in a situation where he could ambush his enemies, or be in a battlefield of his choosing. Now, of course, Cannae, to some degree, should have worked for the Romans, but of course he was able to use the battlefield at Cannae to defeat the Romans, use it against them to defeat them, use their strengths against them to defeat them, which again shows his brilliance. Sorry, I just bumped my table there. But his defeat at Zama showed that if he were not in a situation where he could manipulate the battlefield, if he were in a slobber knocker, if he were on a battlefield of his enemy's choosing, and he had to fight a slobberknocker, he was unable to react in a way that would ensure his victory. Now, that does not mean that he was a complete failure. Again, he's still, very, very high up there on my list. But if you compare his situation at Zama to Alexander the Great's situation at Gaugamela, they're somewhat similar. I mean, Darius believed that he was, sucking Alexander into a field of, and he was sucking Alexander into a battlefield of his choosing. Issus was, a battlefield that worked more towards Alexander the Great's worked more towards his army's size, these sorts of things, because it was somewhat more constricted by the mountains and by the ocean. So in that sense, it's somewhat similar. I mean, obviously they're not completely the same when you look at Thermopylae and the Battle of Thermopylae and the Battle of Issus. But to some extent, a smaller force is much more able to defend in more constricted surroundings, when the battlefield is much more constricted, much narrower. Which, in that sense, I missed this one. In that sense, Issus worked to his advantage. Now, Darius did not make the second mistake twice. Okay, at Gaugamela, he prepared the battlefield for his chariots. I mean, he literally, had men strip the ground of anything that could become an obstacle to his chariots, and he prepared that ground, and it was very, very wide, very, very large, a place where a large army like his could maneuver around the flanks of Alexander the Great's army. Yet, even though it was completely in Darius' favor, Alexander was very much victorious because he simply adapted to the situation and saw where he could find his advantage. Now, at Zama, Hannibal demonstrated that in that sort of situation, especially in a slobberknocker where there was no ruse, he could not win. And, that says nothing about Hannibal's earlier victories and whatnot. That's just, again, comparatively, I know it sounds kind of like an oxymoron, comparatively, there is no comparison. People will disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. And if you have any disagreements or you would like to discuss this in the comments or in anywhere, please do let me know. Please do leave your comments in the comments section on my Facebook page or in my Google Plus page or wherever you'd like. Those are my feelings. Julius Caesar would probably be somewhere around Hannibal as far as third or fourth place, because Caesar made some mistakes that could have easily. Obviously one of his geniuses was that he was able to, in many situations, win victory or grasp victory out of the clasp of defeat, if you will, because of some strategic mistakes and overstretching his supply lines and whatnot. But he did not have the kind of victories that Hannibal did either. So, anyway, I'm speaking very abstractly about Caesar. I know you all can Google and whatnot, so you can probably look it up for yourselves. But actually, friends, I know I've been kind of babbling on here. I'm thinking about what to do as I flip through here. I have a lot of money, but I don't really, because of public order concerns and these sorts of things, I don't know where to spend it exactly. So I'm going to play around here for a little bit, look around, figure out who my next victim shall be. It could very well be the Treveri, or potentially I could turn my back on the Gallic Confederation after some maneuvering, and take control of all of Gaul, and then potentially move on to Britain, or I could go south and finally slap the Seleucids across the face, and or the Egyptians. But anyway, I'm going to consider, friends. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. And once again, I thank you for watching. And I'll be back very, very soon with more discussion, more stupidity, stupid comments, and hopefully some more slaughter. Very, very soon. I am Ahdohgahlius Magnus, and I am signing out.